about nutrient supplements? Are they always safe? Can these be used indiscriminately? Or do we need to have a little education about them so that we can keep from injuring someone with the nutrient supplements that we have? So Dr. Don Miller is with me today, and he has done a little study in nutrient supplements, and he's going to share some of that with us now.
Okay, nutrient supplements are quite common in the United States. As a matter of fact, about 158 million Americans on a average basis or common basis use supplements, spending about $8.5 billion on the things, and so there must be something to them, or it's a pretty good salesman job. But I think there is something to supplementation. But let me say at the very beginning, the best supplementation you can do is by eating the right foods: fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and seed, prepared in as natural a form as possible, eaten with a peaceful mind, is your best supplementation. Because of all the supplements that we take, probably Americans have the most expensive urine in the entire world, because most of it, especially the water-soluble vitamins, are going right out into the urine. The fat-soluble can, over a period of time, accumulate in the body and causes other problems. If we're taking supplementation as a prophylactis or just on a daily maintenance dose, I don't really recommend this, because your body can get so used to taking it in a pill form, and often in a really taken away from all of its constituent coatings in such an unnatural form that it really loses the knack for being able to pull it out of another product. Let's say like vitamin C. If we take a lot of vitamin C every single day because we know it's good for us, our body can become so used to using it from the pill. When we get off of the tablet, when we get off of the pill, the body may have forgotten how to draw it out of the orange, out of the avocado, and we can get then a C deficiency problem. And so it's best to use it when we need it. I like to supplement, or have people supplement, when they have a reason for supplementation. Now, there are certain supplementations, and I'm going to mention a few in just a few moments here, that we're going to let you think about what you think is right. One, the main one we think about, the main one that people are concerned with, is vitamin B12. Should we supplement with vitamin B12? Well, normally if a person is not a vegetarian, they don't have to worry about it for the most part, although nowadays animals are getting so many antibiotics, they don't have B12. But for the most part, you don't have to worry. Lacto-ovo vegetarians will probably be getting enough vitamin B12 through these products to take care of their systems. I know people who've been vegans, that means total vegetarians their entire lives, who do not have any vitamin B12 insufficiencies or manifestations in their bodies. And so it's not a problem for them. But if a person's worried about it, then we say go ahead and supplement with B12. Get the sublingual kind, the type that you chew up and swallow, not just taking the pill. And you can get these type, just make sure they're not from an animal source. So B12, especially once you start to get older, or if you're rather sedentary or infirm, perhaps B12 could be an idea that you could take. I'm certainly not against taking the vitamin B12. Vitamin E, it's an extremely good thing to have in the body. It's an antioxidant, but we should get our vitamin E from our foods. It's a fat-soluble vitamin. Our body's then able to store it in the fat and use it over a period of time. It's not something that you eat. If it doesn't use it, it goes out of the body. You save it. But if you want a therapeutic dose of vitamin E, perhaps 1,000 micrograms a day would be where you'd want to go. You don't need to have a whole lot. Just get a little bit. I meant 400 international units. I was looking up at my vitamin B12 list for the maintenance. So about 400 international units a day for the E if you're trying to get over a particular problem. Calcium. Eat your greens. Eat your fruit. Eat your vegetables for your calcium. If you are prone to osteoporosis, if you are in line to get osteoporosis because of maybe the lifestyle you have been living, you're getting in that age, whatever, you're afraid about osteoporosis, then you might do some supplementation with the calcium, but be careful with calcium supplementation because it itself can cause other problems. I would not recommend you supplement with more dairy protein because all that, or dairy calcium, because that just causes you, because of the protein content, to lose more calcium in your urine. Vitamin C. Eat your oranges, eat your fruits, eat your vegetables for your vitamin C. If you're going through a period of time when you've got a lot of sickness around you, then it's time for prophylactic measures, time for heroic measures, and perhaps you can take a little bit more vitamin C during that time, but as a maintenance dose, I would not recommend it. Vitamin D, not needed. You get plenty from the sunshine. If you are getting into the older years, you might think about doing some supplementation if you're worried about it. If you're sedentary, you're sort of a shut-in, between 400 and 1,200 international units a day would be enough for you in your supplementation there. And then basically the bottom line is eat your fruits and vegetables. People take far more supplements than they really need. We spend a lot of money on these supplements, and we sit there and think in our minds that if I take this supplement, that'll take care of my problems. What you need to do is eat your fruits, your vegetables, your whole grains, your nuts, and your seeds, and then get your nutrients there. And then if you have any other problem, you say, I know I have a deficiency here, then you do some supplementation. And you know, a lot of people are making a lot of money, Dr. Thrash, on supplements, and
Yes.
I think they could spend some more of that money on oranges.
Yeah, you're right about that. I think that a lot of people especially overtake on minerals. And when minerals go high in the body, they can become oxidants. And we talk a lot about antioxidants, but we should think about oxidants as well. Iron is an oxidant in high dose and can increase the rate at which we age. And some of the other minerals are also oxidants in high